shine on a bottle. So what we've got to do is go Effect, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and we're going to Preview. And now we're going to have to take this up. It's a rule of thumb to how much shine we want. Now if we go too much, it disappears. So we're going to have to come back a little bit until it's got just some shine that we want. We'll have a look at that. That's got some nice shine down the side of the bottle, and we might put another piece of, and then we're going to go to Effect, Blur, Gaussian Blur, Preview. That's probably enough there now. So let's have a look at that. Now I want a sharp shine down here. So this will be shine 3. And I might make it some sort of grey in there. Let's just have a look at how that looks. That could be okay. I might just move it up fractionally. So it looks like it's not full right to the top. What we're going to do now is put in a star or a flash layer. So we go New, we'll call it Flash. And what we're going to do is simply come over here to the rectangular tool. We're going to draw a white box. So we're just going to draw a white box, and we're going to make sure there's no stroke on it and that it is pure white. We want this one white. Now we're going to go to Effect, Warp, Arc. Now I'm going to drag this top one where it says Blend. I'm going to make that -23. We're going to see the preview as we do that. So what it's done is it's bent that little box. So -23, and for the horizontal we'll go to probably 57, somewhere like that. You can see it as we're going. It looks really weird now of how on earth is that going to be anything, but it's the next step that'll show you. So we go Effect, Distortion, Pucker and Bloat, and you'll see that if I go one way it turns it into like a flower of some sort, but if I go to the left it's going to turn it into like a flash, and that's exactly what we want. I'm sort of at 102. You can make up your mind what you want to be at. The more you go, the more thin it gets, but it starts to distort. We want it to look like a pizzazz flash. And OK. Let's just click back with our selection tool. Now that's looking pretty good. And double click any of those points. I can drag them out. So I double click and drag them out to give it a sort of zany sort of look. Now this star we made earlier, I'm going to drag that down, but I'm going to make it smaller by hitting the Shift key and bring it down smaller. I want it just over here somewhere. I'm going to take each one of these down to about 40% or 30% opacity. So I don't want them featuring too much. So there we have our finished product. Of course you can work for another hour on this bottle, but in this short tuition it's just to get you started on how to get a reasonable finish.